Good evening, everybody, and welcome to SLIDESTYLE's April 2022 event here at Red Ring. You are looking at the grid of 12 drivers. Everybody ready to compete for tonight's event? We are going to pass through this line of cars here and get a good look at everybody, but we're going to go over our first round pairings here. We've got Malte and Nose starting out. Damien and Potate will be after those guys. Look at these cars are hooked up, ready to go, man. Theory and Pirate right behind that. Got our little race control Charlie right here on the hood of Pirate's machine. She does a great job keeping everything organized and ready to go every time we do this. We got Kakumba and Boost right here. Foxy and Coyote, both first-time SLIDESTYLE drivers going head-to-head in the first round. And Wayne and Akuza are bringing up the rear. The SLIDESTYLE veterans, been around since the very beginning, bringing up the rear here. Akuza will be making his way into the commentary booth here shortly, but that is your driving roster for this evening, and we will go over the course, the track, and everything like that here. So first things first, the rules for the event. SLIDESTYLE is a 12-driver single elimination tournament bracket. Of course, every round winner is decided upon by you guys. You guys on Twitch, if you're hearing my voice right now, y'all decide who is the winner of each and every round. First round is known as the breakout round. Round 2 is the eliminator, which has drivers having a shot at redemption if they don't make it through, if they don't win their pairing. You guys are going to vote to see who you want to have a shot at redemption, and they will face off to find out who makes it into the contender round semifinals before making it to the final showdown. In the first 2 rounds of breakout and eliminator, any tiebreaker is going to go to me, the event director. That would be I, Alex, who's not on your screen, but I am in your ears. I will handle any tiebreakers because every single vote counts. So every round, of course, I do not vote. If there is a tie, I will make my final vote, and that will be the winner. And then in the contender and showdown rounds, we have a way of doing one more time, but it is not a vote because we discovered that with the crowd vote system, that actually will split the votes, whereas maybe they would have voted for a certain driver. Instead, they vote for one more time, but if a certain driver's vote wins out, it wasn't working for us the way we were doing it before. So we have technology. I've written it into my program. If the votes are within 20% of each other, it'll trigger an automatic one more time. Of course, it only happens once per pair, but in the contender and the final round, if the votes are just too close to call, it's going to be one more time. They're going to run again, and you guys will vote again until we have a final winner. And thanks to our good buddy Boost here, as we come on down, you'll see Boost's beautiful machine here. He has matched our $20 game card prize that we always do. PlayStation Network, Xbox card, whatever it may be. Steam, we put up $20 for the winner every event. And you see Boost here has put up an additional $20, so it's $40 for the winner of this event. As our first pairing gets lined up here. So we're going to go over the car specs of these machines. As you see, all these cars need to be running the stock engine block that comes with this machine. No engine swaps, no 2JZ, no LS motors in there. They got to run with what came in them. They've got to stay under 1,100 horsepower, but they can do all the engine modifications they want from that point. The cars need to be rear-wheel drive, no crazy all-wheel drive stuff going on. 17 to 20-inch diameter wheels. They've got width restrictions and everything like that. Of course, 30 to 40% profile on the side there, the side walls. 110 adhesion, get some grip in there to combat all that horsepower these guys have. And all 4 wheels have got to be the same size all the way around the car. And of course, the cars do have to have a front bumper, which these guys all do. We're going to discuss the launch here before we see our first pairing. We'll go over the course here in just a moment before we get our action started this evening. So how these guys launch is the chase car will roll first. So in our very first pairing here in a little while, you'll see Nose roll forward a little bit, and that lets Malte know that he's good to go. The lead car will take off, and these guys will initiate into the first turn together. So let's take a look at today's course before we move on to the bracket. So the guys will start out. You'll see where the lead car is in that box over there to the right side underneath these start lights here on the course. They will take off before making this left-hander here. Wide open angle turn that quickly transitions back into a right-hander where these guys are carrying a whole lot of speed before making their way into this big tight hairpin turn here. It's got an interesting exit angle. You can see where the pavement actually goes out a little wide over where the normal course would have been, which allows them to flow evenly at high speed into this long sweeping right-hand turn, which leads to some real interesting work coming into this tighter S-bend here, where they've got to get the cars slowed down, transitioned over before making their way across the finish here. Of course, here in slide style, there is a finish line on this course, but we don't have a finish line per se. You have to complete your final drift coming out of this last corner here. Straighten your car back out, get the suspension all unloaded, and get the car back leveled out, straightened out, and that is the end of your run. And the reason we say that is because if a driver is deemed to have caused a collision or otherwise impeded another driver's performance on their line, they will receive voting penalties. So we don't just straight up disqualify a driver, but in the first round, it's a 20% vote penalty. Second round is 40%. Third round is 80%. Now, if you do cause a collision in the final, we are going to have to, unfortunately, disqualify you, but we've never had that happen so far. Knock on wood, we won't have a situation like that come up. But that is why we say we don't have a finish line. You have to complete your final drift and still not come into contact with the other car, or you could receive that penalty. So we'll let everybody go on and see the bracket for this evening's event here. Get that up and rolling there as we take one last look here. We're going to introduce our commentary team, which is going to be DK, Greer, Bronco J, and Akuza GTR, who are here with me in the commentary booth. As we quickly take a look around the beautiful facility here at Red Ring, as we get everything squared up and ready to go for our first run here.
I do have to say, it is a beautiful day out here. Clear weather.
Absolutely.
Not looking for any rain or anything like that. Hope it doesn't come.
We were talking a little bit before the event got started here. What do you guys think about any I don't want to say favorites, but do you have anybody that you've got your eyes on for this evening's event?
Of course, I have my eye on Wayne. I set him the challenge to put a door mark or tire mark on everybody's door he's up against.
Oh, so, I'm sure he can do it.
I'm looking forward to that. I hope he does. And I'm also looking at Pirate.
Oh, Pirate coming out.
He's a real contender.
With the unicorn over there.
Oh, for sure. He has my heart.
There
with the unicorn.
That's right. Jay, what have you got, buddy?
I mean, it's a toss-up for me. It could be Malte, Boost, Pirate. We got a new guy in there tonight. We got Foxy. You know, we got Nose. I mean, it could be anybody. Akuza. Akuza's my man right there.
It really is. Well, speaking of Akuza, did he make his way over to commentary with us, or is he still sitting in his ride over there?
I don't know. I didn't see anybody get out yet.
I know he parked his car up. I don't think he got out of it.
He must just be enjoying the air conditioning. I'm sure it's a warm day. Maybe that's why they call it the Red Ring. It's real nice and warm over there.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing news from Race Control that we've had a game disconnect here. So and I need to go on and remove my camera from that car before something weird happens. But we're going to have a quick technical pause here, as I believe Malte's game has let go. So we're going to wait for him to get back in here before we get everything started up here. But we'll take a quick look and go over everybody's car. But we'll look at his car before it decides to take itself out of the server. Probably as soon as we get close to it, it'll do it. But both of these guys run into clean white paint schemes. Uh-oh. Something just happened with DK as well. Not sure what's going on with the server right now. You can see, got this beautiful grayscale white scheme here. Looks awesome as ever. Of course, Nose with the clean white look all the way around. And these guys taking a good amount of time to build these awesome windshield banners for us as well. It always looks good, keeping everything looking all smooth, clean, and uniform. We'll pass our drone over here to check out Potate and Damien's machines. Got the green, white, and black machine here. Looking smooth as ever, running that Mercedes power there.
Tell you what, these Mercedes are wicked out here.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, the horsepower is ridiculous. We take a good look at this car. I love the body kit on this car, man. It's simple but effective. Just a good looking racing machine. Come over here to Damien. Of course, rocking the S15 here. It's one of a pretty popular drift car, as everyone watching knows. But I'm loving I love me the blue and pink style. Hotline Miami got me hooked, and it's been my thing ever since. Slide on back to, I love the little face on the side too. His car is so cool looking, man. Malte's car spelled, oh, there he went. All right, so hopefully he'll be able to jump back in here in a second. We'll come over to Theory's car. This machine used to be orange, black, and white, but he went to opt with the monochrome look as well. A little grayscale action going on. It's looking cool. Got the name on the side there as well. And as we stated earlier on the Hoonicorn here for Pirate, got Charlie on the front there. She always does such a great job in race control, keeping these guys organized. She handles all of the voting stuff in Twitch as well. Got the logo right here. Pirate always does such an incredible job with the car designs of these games. And for those of you that don't know, that have never played the game, he had to build this from scratch using the tools in the game. So think about having to make something of that quality from like in MS Paint within a video game. That's basically what he had to do. He did just an awesome job with that. Of course, Boost here. I wonder what do you guys think Boost's number is? You know, I'm not sure.
I was thinking it was 23,
I'm really
but
not
I wasn't
sure.
100% sure.
You know, because I used to remember it being 23, but I can't really remember.
I can't either. It's pretty weird.
Oh, is that a... Oh, that's Malte's car is back here. Well, before we have any further disaster here, let me quickly bounce my camera on over here so we can get locked on and rolling here. As we take a look at the virtual crowd that's here this evening. But all right, we are locked on, we are ready to go, and we are going to see our first pairing of this evening as we have Malte on the lead with Nose. Malte in his S15, Nose in his 13. These guys take off, and that's the right way to do a launch. Let's see what they've got here in these clean white machines. Great transition going into the first turn. Nose right on the door of Malte there as they make it through the 180, but Malte is carrying that speed as always. Let's see how much speed he can carry, and can he get it woed back up? Takes a tight line around the inside of the turn there, and he's doing a great job as the lead to try to just escape from Nose there and get away, which he does an awesome job of it.
Absolutely amazing lead by
That
Malte
was
there.
seriously great work.
I mean, I was out here ripping it around with these guys during our little practice session. Malte is hooked up with that car. I'm in that Mustang over there, and I can barely keep up with it.
Yeah, that thing is, it's so
that thing
fast.
Is hooked up.
And you see how Nose did such a great job of managing his angle and still trying to keep up. You can see where Malte got away from a little bit, especially in that long right-hander. But,
oh, for sure.
No, definitely able to keep up as well as you can with that machine. So, well, you guys keep an eye out there. You saw the first run here. We're going to get the second run in. Let's see what everybody thinks. As Nose and Malte get fired up, you see Malte roll forward. Nose takes the lead. That's how we do a launch here. Slide style. These guys making in the first corner. Look at all the angle Nose gets in the first corner. But Malte gets right back to him. Look right up on the door using that horsepower.
On that door.
Look at how close to control. Let's see how their transition looks right across the back bumper.
Perfect.
Almost makes the pass on him, but stays behind. What a great lead by Nose there. Great for his first show in here in slide style. What a run that was.
Beautiful run by both of these drivers.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to get the vote up for you guys.
Play the game with these guys.
I'm telling you, these are some of the best
sure.
drivers, man. We'll catch the replay here as they take off. I mean, Nose got an incredible initialization into the first turn there. And Malte was actually, it almost seemed like he was caught off guard by it. But he was able to get back to the door, and when they made that long sweeping right-hander, I mean, the transition that Malte got his front wheels past Nose's front wheels, which was pretty impressive. But Nose was not caught off guard by it at all. I mean, he held his line and did what he needed to do. So as we get our votes in here, got about a minute left to go here as everybody makes their voice heard before we move on to our next pairing, which is going to be Damien and Potate here. And we appreciate everybody's patience as we had to wait there for a disconnect. The game's been a little, there's been a big update just in the last few days, so there's been some hiccups going around. You may notice some pops and clicks in the audio. And those of you that come hang out on our streams, and you know me, it drives me nuts. But that is the new update of the game. There's some issues with the sound there, so I've got them as minimized as I can through compression and all in our stream settings. But you can't get rid of them; they're in there. So hopefully they get updated before our next SLIDESTYLE event. But no need to fear. Nobody's trying to blow up the drift event here. It's just some sound effects there. It's like we're playing Splitgate at the same time as we're playing CarX here. But we're getting the votes in the chat here. It looks like Malte is running away with that one, but what a great showing for Nose in his first SLIDESTYLE event here. And awesome job on the lead, and did a great job keeping up on his chase run as well. So major props to Nose here, but Malte is going to take the win with 16 votes. We appreciate everybody getting in the chat and making those votes. So you see it
beautiful run
updating there on the left side as we switch over to our second group, Damien and Potate. And whenever these guys are ready to go, Potate's going to roll forward, and we'll see what our second group has got here. You see them let each other know they're ready. They get a good launch here. Damien opting to take the inside line, seems to take Potate off guard a little bit there, but he's able to get right back to the door, does not make contact. So close, though. He does a great job getting on the brakes there to whoa it up, but now he's got work to do. He's got to catch right back up.
That ground.
And he does a pretty decent job of it, makes it back to the rear bumper there, ends up catching Damien. That was an interesting run there. We'll get a quick replay of it.
Cars look pretty well, comparable to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. That first turn, I think, was kind of what made the biggest difference there. So as we watch on the replay, see they get a great launch. Damien just took off with some serious speed. I think he cut to the inside, and Potate says, "Whoa, I didn't know that's where we were going." But once he saw the flow of the line, he was able to get right back beside Damien. But these S15s, man, the horsepower is unreal in these cars.
I'm telling you.
Other than the horsepower, the amount of grip they have on their rear tires, like to put down the amount of angle they do, it is insane.
Yeah, absolutely. They can stick them pretty much wherever they want them, and with the amount of steering angle, just the setup of the car, the amount of angle they get, they're able to work back out of it. So we'll see what happens when they flip sides here. We got Potate and Damien switched up here. Potate's going to be on the lead, and we are going to see what these guys have got for you here. As they launch off, they get a good start here. Potate does stay to the outside there. More to the inside on the second turn, though, which I don't think Damien was ready for. A little bit of back and forth here on their runs, but Damien able to stick right to the door.
Damien getting that door mark for me.
He's in there. Yep, that's
Hell
true.
yeah.
You asked. Look at the transition right on the rear bumper. That is a run right there, and they stay clean on the finish.
Beautiful.
What a lead run from Potate.
Beautiful run.
Boy, that was wild right there. What a launch from those guys. I mean, you can't even say much about this. That is what we are all about here at a slide style comp is runs like that. These guys just the absolute just perfection in driving is to be that close and that much horsepower to the rear wheels and not make contact with each other. It's an incredible thing, but what a great job from both of those guys, man. So get your votes in and let us know who you think is going to take away the win on that one. I would say I'm trying to think about it as almost like a like UFC is, you know, I give the first round to this fighter, the second round to this fighter. I would say both lead cars there won the respective run. You know, I would say that the chase car did, I mean, they did the best they could with it, but I think the lead from both of those guys was so impressive. That is a tough call for me.
Yeah, I do have to say probably what happened was that the chase car wasn't expecting the lead car to take the line they did.
They did through those first couple corners.
Which let the lead car get a little bit of a lead, but they all caught up in the end, which was a beautiful thing.
I think that kind of leaves the question to those voting now as to who did the best job on their chase run of making back up that ground. Would y'all agree with that?
I would 100% agree.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it's going to be. So we'll see what it comes down to in the vote here.
Well, while these votes are going on, I'm going to head back here behind the bleachers and hit up the Ride or Die Cafe. Y'all want anything?
I think I'll be all right, buddy. I'll appreciate it, though. I might take a soda from you. I might maybe an energy drink, maybe a Boost energy drink.
I heard they had the graveyard flavor. I'll take one of those if you don't mind.
One graveyard flavor snow cone, Boost energy drink. I'm gonna grab me one of them Alex footlong combos with the Charlie waffle fries.
Oh, I got sure.
I got you. I'll be right back.
I'll pay you back.
Oh boy. Well, there we have it. Potate taking the victory there over Damien. Great job from both guys. Same as the first pairing, though. Awesome show from those guys. As we make it to our next pairing here, we've got Theory and Pirate. Pirate is wiggling them front wheels. He is itching to get at it here. He's ready to go. That unicorn machine there is hooked up, but Theory, we talk about it every time. We call him Mr. Consistency. He can put that car on a dime at any time. Pirate gets the launch there. I got a little, it was an odd launch. It messed my camera up there, but they were able to gather it back together, and Pirate with all that horsepower able to get back. But Theory, I mean, that S15 launch, man, that thing comes out of that corner and just absolutely takes off. Pirate's doing a good job of making up the ground, though. Gets in the grass a little bit, but keeps it off the wall, keeps the car nice, safe, and clean, so he'll be able to go at it again on his lead run here. We'll catch the replay. My apologies flying the drone there right at the beginning, messing it all up.
I mean, I'm an American muscle kind of guy all around, but those S15s, man, they are hooked up. Whatever they done to these cars is perfection.
And all the guys that run them, I don't know if they're helping each other out with tuning advice or anything like that, but I mean, every one of them, man.
Yeah.
They're all different, but they are all bad fast.
Oh man, here's your Boost energy.
Hell yeah.
I got your snow cone. I had to stop and give Tracy some of these nachos real quick.
Oh, there you go.
Really good nachos.
Hooking Tracy up with it. And we'll take a break here in a little while and roll through the chat and talk to all you guys, but we are right back here looking at Pirate and Theory. They're getting ready to make their next run. So after watching that replay, man, I think Pirate he didn't get the start that he wanted. Like I said, it even threw me off on the drone cam, but he made up for it for sure. So let's see how he does on his lead run here. And of course, you know, Theory can, like we said, put that car wherever he wants. So we'll see if Pirate's able to get away from him with all that horsepower. He's trying. He gets out in the grass, though, holds onto it. And Theory does such a good job not hitting him there and is able to stick with him. Pirate is bringing the aggression, though, like you would expect a Pirate to do, our matey. He is on it, grinds that back bumper on the wall a little bit. He gave that car every single thing it had. We'll watch that one more time.
Man, it's a hard one for me because I love both these guys.
Oh, they're such good dudes, too. Here comes your replay. You see the perfect launch. Theory lets them know, and then they initiate into the first turn together. But I don't think Theory was quite expecting Pirate to launch off as quickly as he did. As soon as he kicked it, it's like he downshifted going to the corner and just floored it, and he was getting ready to get away from him, but he got off in the grass a little bit there. Theory managed to get back to him, but you could see Pirates. That car is quick, man. Gets off, grinds it on the concrete there a little bit, but it's no worse for wear. It looks all right. So the vote is up in the chat. What do you guys think about that one? Who's going to come away and move on to the eliminator round? As we look at Kakumba's machine here, we got to looking at Boost Car earlier as we were waiting for Malte to get back in the server, but we didn't get to look at Kakumba's ride. This is one of my favorite designs. Of course, he's got slide style up the side, but I just love the red, white, and black style on this car. It is a good looking one for sure.
Yeah, he is another one that kills it with the vinyls on this car. On the cars.
Oh, absolutely. The carbon hood as well. Looking about as clean as can be here. Of course, Boost with the blue and white machine. We got about a minute left on our votes here.
On that car.
What's that?
Did a good job with the fade on that car.
Oh yeah, and that's hard to do for like I was saying earlier about with Pirate. For those of you that may not have played the game, doing any type of gradient, whenever you see a car that has a fade, a color fade on it like that, man, it is harder to do than it looks across the whole car. If it's just in a certain section, you know, they have gradient vinyls, but to do it across the whole car and it be smooth is actually pretty difficult to do. I've tried on a couple occasions, and
I think we all have, my man.
yeah, and I gave up on it. I only kept at it on one car because I had the whole theme was around that idea. But all right, well, the vote is coming down to it. Get your votes in there. About 10-15 seconds left. If you haven't made up your mind yet, Theory or Pirate, what did you think? Definitely two different styles there clashing. You had the speed and aggression with the thought and control of Theory. So. But it looks like they did want to go with the Mr. Consistency. Theory comes away with the win.
All right, Theory.
So we're going to get those votes updated in our system here as we move on to our next pairing here of Kakumba and Boost. But there it is. Theory with the win. Votes are getting closer as we go along here. As we get Kakumba and Boost are lined up and ready to go, so whenever Boost rolls forward here, they'll get the go-ahead from race control to make their run. They are flashing their lights at each other. Looks like we're good to get started. Boost gets the roll here. Kakumba gets his launch. Aggressive throw into the first corner from both drivers there. Boost went a little bit more aggressive than he thought. He takes the inside line to catch back up there. Smart move, but can he hold on to it? Oh, he loses the grip in the rear. Oh, and gets into the wall back there. Hopefully that doesn't damage the car too badly. Did you see Kakumba here? Look at that angle that Kakumba is able to get here. It's going to be interesting on his chase run if he can hold all of that angle behind Boost Car, because you can see Boost Car has got the speed. But let's get the replay up here and see what exactly happened to Boost there.
And back to Boost getting into the wall. That's one thing you don't want, is to damage your car too much on that first run. Like, you really don't want to damage it too much on any
run. Absolutely.
You want it to be as clean as possible.
But yeah, you see he got into the hairpin there, and that car, he got too much angle. He thought he was going to spin it out. He tried to save it, and then when he got back in the throttle, the rear end just carried right on around to the wall. And of course, we kind of just follow along with the lead car on our drone cam here. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does to make up there. It's a bit of a tough situation there for Boost, but let's see if he can make up for it. And we always say here in Slide Style, you never give up because you never know what's going to happen next. The same thing could happen to Kakumba this time around. Then it's going to be all about who recovered better. So these guys get to it here, and you see Kakumba is taking a whole lot of angle. Boost with a much better run here. Oh, something glitchy there, a little lag there from him. Kakumba manages to stay off the rear of him, does a good job. Oh, Boost straightens out a little bit there, and it slows up on Kakumba. Yeah, I don't know if he did damage that car on the first run. Something was acting. It's like something was coming apart in the rear end there. But we'll take another.
Yeah. Something was acting a little fishy on that
Look
one.
at the replay. Absolutely, yeah, that thing. Well, speaking of fishy, it was fishtailing all around, all over the place. And we've seen him in practice, and we know it hasn't been doing that, so I don't know if something changed up on it. They both got a good launch in the first corner, but you make it over to that hairpin, and there was a big lag glitch or something. I don't know what that was. Kakumba did so good staying off the back of him there.
Oh,
He
for
got
sure.
right back on him, though.
Yeah, it got right back to him, and then...
The amount of control that Kakuba has of that RX-7, man, is absolutely amazing.
For certain on that. So we'll get the votes up in the chat here. About a minute and a half left on it. If you want to get your votes in there on the winner. Kakumba says I see him in the chat over there. He said he teleported straight through him. Speaking of Twitch chat, let's take a quick. Let me scroll on back up here. We got to give shouts out to all our people. Charlie, who was did a good job in qualifying. But he is sadly just watching this event, but I'm sure he'll come bring his best for the next one. Kale is here. What's going on, buddy? I see Foxy up there. Tracy is here. That's my sister. My mom is here. Says she's watching with my other little sister. Appreciate that. Damien's hanging out talking to you guys in the chat as well. Yo, Winda's up there. What is going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all coming out, taking part, and voting on these guys' runs.
And to what Race Control is saying there, and Tracy, there are a lot of people in the spectator stands here. Why, get y'all's votes in, man.
Yep.
Get y'all's
make your voice heard,
get y'all's
man.
favorite drivers or whoever done the best on that run. Get y'all's votes in. Y'all's votes count on how far they go into this competition.
All-Star is here. What's going on, All-Star? Boxy is here as well. And there you can see Charlie in the chat. He's right. That's our Race Control. She's staying on top of chat and getting the votes in and handling our back-end systems and everything. It's she does an incredible job every single week to allow us to be able to do this. And we love and appreciate her for it.
Absolutely.
We are up to our next pairing here. It is Foxy and Coyote. So we're going to see what they've got for us here. So that R35 looks mean, but Coyote's hanging with that BMW. These cars should be speed demons, so we're going to see what we've got going on here. Coyote gets the roll forward here. Foxy gets the launch on the outside. I'm expecting a lot of horsepower. Look at the angle Foxy's able to get with that machine. Almost 90 degrees to the side, but Coyote is right in his door all the way around. You can hear him put the horsepower down. Not much speed difference though. Coyote is staying right with him. Oh, that is a close to call run right there. What a great lead and chase effort from both drivers. We're going to see that one again 100% here.
And
Absolutely.
while we're on the replay and stuff, I'm gonna head to the little boys' room and maybe to the concession stands. Y'all want anything?
I've still got my Boost energy drink, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm having trouble wolfing down this damn hot dog right now.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
I may hook myself up with a bag of the DK deer jerky. Y'all, I may share with y'all. I may not. It's so good. I just can't. I don't know. All right. I'll see y'all guys in a few.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell y'all the one thing about that run that struck me was the transitions between these two drivers. They could get so much angle out of their run there and able to bring it back, not make contact, and they both flowed so well together. So let's see if it works out on the flip side as we've got Coyote on the lead here. And we will see what happens here. Foxy rolls forward, flashes the light, says, let's do this. They take off. Coyote gets a good launch way out there on the outside of the first turn. Gets a good transition. Foxy stays behind. Loses it a little. Let's see if he can grip it up and come right back to him. It looks like he's going to be able to do that. Carrying so much speed, but Coyote notices the opportunity, says, I've got to get away here, and that is your job as the lead driver, but Foxy doing a good job. Oh, he gives it everything and gets it in the fence there right at the end. But what an effort to come back.
Absolutely.
Let's watch that one back one more time here. Perfect launch. These guys were side by side going into the first turn. They both initiated. Look at that. Their tire marks are almost tracing each other all the way through. But then, yeah, Foxy just got in a little hot there, but he hooked it up on the way back. Yeah, he did say he had a little bit of lag, so that's what caused the car to back up there, but he brought it back, man, as well as he could. And you could see, gave it everything, just sent it into that last corner. That is what it's all about here. We'll get the vote up in the chat as we check out. It's a close vote so far. That one's too close to call for me, man. I don't know what to think about that one. Both drivers absolutely as smooth as can be. They both had a ton of angle control. I mean, Foxy had that little lag spike there. I mean, no fault of his own, of course, but he was able to come back from it really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
But that was good stuff there. So definitely about a minute and a half left on the vote here. But yeah, that was in the chat there. I see people mentioning that was their both of these guys' first runs in a slide style tandem competition. Of course, they've been practicing all week long, but that was their first official runs, and that is a way to come in and show everybody what you got right there. We've got about a minute left on that vote, so definitely keep those gears turning and think about who you want to see move forward as we come check out Wayne and Akuza's rides here. Of course, they're both bringing their classic machines that they've run pretty often in our events. Wayne with the on-your-screen machine here, the black and white look to it. Very cool machine here, and then of course you got Akuza with the blue and red with the holographic look to it. So cool as you come around, depending on how the sun hits, it makes the car look different. It's such a cool look to it.
I love that car. Akuza did an amazing job.
It looks so good. All right, well, it looks like out of the two new drivers coming in, Foxy and Coyote, it looks like Fox takes away the win on his first ever slide style round, and he'll be moving to the eliminator round, which brings us to our final pairing of Wayne and Akuza. And we are going to see what these guys have got to bring to the table. You know, Wayne is always coming with speed, but Akuza has got the handling, man. He's got the grip on that car, and we're going to see what he's got.
All right, I'm back from the concessions in the little boys' room. What'd I miss?
Yeah, you missed a crazy chase run there with Coyote and Foxy, but Foxy came away with the win, and we got Akuza and Wayne are taking off here, and you know Wayne is always coming with speed, but look at Akuza is able to stick with him here, holding out the angle. You hear that car on the rev limiter. He takes a little bit of the inside line because he knows he doesn't have the speed. He's able to get the transition. He does stay with Wayne. He's not far behind him at the finish there. Catch the replay here. Look at it in a little bit more detail.
Amazing job by both of them right there.
Yeah, absolutely. We always know Wayne is going to bring it. A former slide style winner along with Malte and Damien. But Akuza having to think outside the box to be able to work with Wayne to stick with him there. And I mean, that's about the best chance we've seen at somebody in the first round keeping up with Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Again, with those S15s, man, they are hooked up.
That is how you put down a run right there. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Great looking stuff. Well, they line back up here. They flip lead and chase, so we're going to see what we've got this time around.
I hope Akuza's not afraid of a little rub mark on that.
That is true. Well, I think Wayne is going to be in with him there. Wayne rolls forward. Akuza says, let's do it. Wayne kind of runs into the door there. That's unfortunate. It didn't seem to modify. We'll have to check the replay. It didn't seem to affect Akuza's entry any. But Wayne is, no kidding, right there on the door. But that's that mark that you asked for in the driver's meeting. He got there, and they get all kinds of close. Look at the angle that Akuza is able to pull off here. Gets all the way out, grinds it on the wall. Well, I guess that contact right there makes up for the contact that Wayne made at the beginning. So what do you guys say we call it even on that? Because that was a run right there.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I mean, I did challenge Wayne to get some rub marks on some doors.
You did that? Well, I don't know if Akuza was expecting a dent in the door right there, right off the start. I think he cut in a little bit earlier than Wayne was expecting, but that's your job as the chase driver. You've almost got to be able to read minds a little bit. But I mean, I'm telling you, the transitions on the way back around.
Again, another hard one for me to call.
Absolutely.
For sure,
I
man.
completely and totally agree. But man, that was the run right there. Well, we've got the vote is up in the chat again of who you think is going to move on to the next round with that one. Let's catch that replay one more time there. That was one of the most hectic runs we've had so far. Catch that replay one more time.
But one of the more closer ones to call.
Yeah, absolutely. That is such a tough call there. They get the great launch, and yeah, I see where Wayne tried to get that counter steer there to really whip the car into the first turn, and he just misjudged the timing on it. Akuza was already making that first turn in, but he did get.
It didn't seem to affect the drift.
It did not change Akuza's angle at all there. And then they followed all the way out. And then, like I said, Akuza actually overshoots the last turn and gets into the wall there and causes Wayne to have to check up. So I think we're going to call it a racing deal. Call it even on the first one. But the vote is almost done. It is a close one, but everybody let them know what you think here. And
Yeah, I would call that fair with the
Oh,
two
yeah.
collisions like that, for sure.
I do agree. You can see Race Control is already getting these cars lined up for the next round of action. It looks like Wayne is going to come away and move on to the next round, but Akuza did such a good job there. I'm sure he'll be hopping in the commentary booth here in a minute. If you guys can check out the... make sure he's got the correct permissions to jump in here for me. I can't see it at the moment, but because I noticed, I think he may have tried to get in here with us earlier and was unable to do so.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
But that is going to be it, and you see that is our first round there, so we're going to make our way over to the eliminator round here. You'll be able to see the groupings for the eliminator round is going to be Malte and Potate, Theory and Kakumba, and Foxy and Wayne, and then of course the eliminator round we have Redemption. So the three drivers that do not move forward in this round. And Malte is having another problem with his game here.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we
Is that why his throttle is stuck there?
It may be.
Yep. Well, usually his car is doing donuts, but if he had it in neutral, I guess it's just sitting there wide open.
Yeah, just revving it out, redlining the engine.
Not sure what the situation is there with that, but we'll have a quick second here while he gets that squared away and jumps back in. But we got Potate's car here is lined up and ready to rock. So as I was saying, and we'll switch over. We'll get a good overview of the facility here at the Red Ring while we hang out and wait. But here in the eliminator round, we have our Redemption, which is the three drivers that do not make the vote to move forward into the next round. We will put those three drivers up to a vote directly, and you guys watching at home can take a look and see which two drivers. Well, you'll pick your favorite, the driver that you want to see go again, and the two highest voted of the three will make that Redemption run, and they will basically be the fourth group of this round. And whoever wins that one has a chance to move on to the contender round and have that shot at a $40 game card. And of course, what we're all here for is to make it to the December World Finals everybody that wins a slide style comp is obviously granted a spot in the finals there, so there will be no qualifying. Well, there will be qualifying for that event, but it'll just be to sort out the bracket. But the 11 drivers from each month of the year, all through November, the winning drivers from those events, and if we have multiple time winners, we'll take the top 11 in points. And then, of course, there's going to be, we always do fan votes, there will be a fan-voted 12th driver that rounds out the bracket, and we will have a qualifying event where they set their position, and then the world final for 2022 slide style will be set at East Hogue on the historic Ebisu drift course. It's going to be an awesome time. That's what we're all here for, and there's all kinds of prizes in the works for that. And that's what we're all here to do, and we're all having a good time with it. And of course, the bragging rights for a year of being a slide style champion, and it'll never go away. You'll always have been the slide style champion for your year if you make the win.
Yeah, the very first one is
That's
that.
right, the very first too. So here we go. I see Malte has popped back in here, so we will get our camera locked into place and get everything rocking and rolling here. He is lined up. We will come back to our drone camera, and we will see what these guys have got for us. It's Malte and Potate. Hopefully Malte's game is still warmed up and his tires are still warmed up, and he's ready to get after it here. These guys flash their lights at each other. Potate makes the roll. Great angle there from Malte going into the first corner. So much speed, my drone couldn't even keep up with him. We are flying now, and they are flying around the course here. He's carrying all that speed, but not only speed, angle as well. Potate giving it everything he can to keep up with him with that Mercedes horsepower, but these S15s are something else. What a job there on the lead by Malte. I think he might be driving a little angry as well, with his game acting up on him like it is. You can see it in his run here. Watch how he just absolutely bashes it into the first corner here.
Throwing it down and not regretting a single second.
I mean, all the way sideways there. And Potate says, well, let me try to slide in behind you here. And Malte says, you do whatever you want, because I am just stamping the throttle down and getting out of here. And you can see on this long right-hander here, he just gets in it and runs away. And that's what these S15s can do. And I mean, really, considering the difference in speed there, Potate did an incredible job keeping up, not losing his angle, staying behind him, not getting into the wall, not getting into the grass. He did a wonderful job staying there. So now the question is going to be, is Potate going to be able to run away from Malte as they switch lead and chase here?
I think I'm going to go for a little ride here with Potate because I want to see the speed of this machine.
There we go. He's got the angle, that is for sure. Takes it all the way out to the grass. Causes Malte to have to check up there. Gets right to the door. They almost touch wheels all the way out to the white line, but now they carry the speed through the sweeping right-hander. They're both in the grass. Will they hold on to it?
Oh,
they both lose it. Oh, no.
That's a first.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No kidding. I have never seen that. There's Akuza fresh off of his run there. I've never seen that before in a slide style event, and would you guys agree? No penalty. Neither driver touched each other. It's just the momentum that they both carried. That's where they went. Wow. Well, watching the replay, we'll get the replay
they were
here.
Probably driving both kind of angrily, so
I do think
close
so.
to call.
I think Malte was driving with that frustration of his game giving out on him, and Potate is like, man, Malte is so fast, what can I do here? And he just gave it. They were both just gripping the wheel. And then you see they never touched each other. They just both carried so much speed in there as they tried to get it wound up to get it back in the corner. Shoo. Oh, let's see here. We'll get our next line up here. But the vote is in the chat here. Let's check that run one more time here and see if there, just to double check, was there any contact at all? I don't think there was, but we'll watch it again. Great launch in the first corner, but they got in the dirt a little bit early too. I mean, they overcooked the second corner as well. They both gathered it up really well though and got back on the throttle. Malte, I mean, their front tires almost touched going through the hairpin there, but yeah, they both just got off into the dirt, but no worse for wear. Malte gets into the tire barrier there a little bit, but neither one of them really have any strong contact with anything. They don't hit each other at all. You see Malte flash his lights there too as a ruh-roh. But they got it done here, so we'll see what you guys think on the vote. I know this is going to be a close one, though. That is absolutely for certain. As we see, our next pairing here is going to be Kakumba and Theory. Now, this is going to be a matchup right here. We have got two guys that can get all kinds of angle and have that control and that precision with their driving, and seeing how they work together is going to be quite the show here. Got about 10 seconds left. The vote is close. Get in there and let us know what you think. Malte with the win. Comes away with it.
Right, my dude.
Great job from both guys. So I think the vote came there on his him getting all the way up and almost touching front wheels coming around the 180 turn there. And his lead run.
Again, with that challenge I set to the drivers of getting the door of every person they can.
Oh, for sure.
They're absolutely trying it.
They are going after it 110%. Well, up next we have got Theory and Kakumba ready to rock and roll here.
Hold on. All right, I'm good.
Let's see what we got there. He says he's ready to go. Kakumba rolls on. These guys are ready to move. Theory taking it to the outside of the first corner. Kakumba matching the angle perfectly. Let's see if he can make up the distance. He does on the transition there. Gets to his door.
Ooh. He's grabbing these levers like a ballerina in here.
He is, but that S15 power. But Theory's got to choke down on the handbrake there to get the car woed up. Lets Kakumba catch up to him there. Interesting little bit at the end of the run there. Let's see the replay to see if it was just too much momentum or if the car started to get away from him on the angle.
The G's of this car took my breath away.
So quick. So quick, man.
So much speed through the turns. It's insane.
Yeah, they do carry. They get these. I've got my replays set, I believe, to be 40 seconds long, and these guys way outrun that. I mean, they are done. There's seconds to spare for sure on the replay. But you can see he carried so much speed, and yep, that's exactly what happened. The car the angle wouldn't allow the car to rotate getting into the S curves there. And that's why he had to grab the handbrake to just muscle the car into slowing down. But was able to stay ahead of Kakumba, and Kakumba did a good job not getting into him. As we see these guys flip sides here. Guess Kakumba on the lead this time around, so whenever these guys are good to go, Race Control will give them the go-ahead. They said they're ready to go. They take off together. Theory is going after that door, just like DK talked about.
Sounds angry.
Kakumba, though, with so much angle, it is hard to compete with that. Oh, Theory, same thing. Theory's car does not like that long sweeper into the S-bend. He had to get back on the handbrake there, but holds on to it and gets a little bit closer back to Kakumba through that S-bend. As we watch him do it one more time. See them flashing their lights. They get started right at the same time. A perfect launch here. It's exactly what we're looking for every time. But the angle that Kakumba had there, Theory was having trouble matching it, which is that I don't think that's ever happened before with a run from Theory. But he could not match the angle of Kakumba. That car is just set up to be sideways. But he did match the speed, that is for sure. That is a tough call there. Get your vote in the chat. This is going to be a close one here, and of course the driver that does not move forward will be up for the redemption vote as well, but don't bank on that. Definitely let the guys know who you want to see move forward.
Absolutely, get your votes in. Your vote counts.
It absolutely counts every single bit of the way. This has been a fun one so far, man. It's definitely not the most creative course. I mean, it's pretty straightforward drift course here, I think, but the way these guys are running it, man, they're putting on a hell of a show. The practice they've put in, because you know we like to try to get kind of weird with the way that we lay our courses out. Not the typical runs that people make playing Car X. We like to do something different, come at it a different way. But here at the Red Ring, you don't really have a lot of options, but you can't beat a good track. I mean, it's the base course here at the Red Ring is just a good showcase of drift's talent, man. It's the way to do it.
For sure, it's short, sweet, and to the freaking point. Man.
Absolutely, and we had our fun with the weird line with the qualifying, going back through the tricky triangle over there, and then running the course backwards. It was definitely a fun way to do it. But the vote is coming down to it. It's a close one here. If you haven't voted yet, you might want to do it. The time's running out. Kakumba.
I got a few runs of the tricky triangle, and boy, it
so
lives
hard.
up to its name. It is absolutely the most trickiest thing I've done.
So difficult to do, and you can do it, as we saw the guys pull it off here. And speaking of guys that pulled off the tricky triangle, Foxy right here on this next run is one of the guys that did it the best, but he is alongside Wayne, who also had it locked down. But Kakumba comes away with the win by just a little bit over Theory. What a great job there, but we still have redemption. These guys can still move forward, and we will see what Foxy and Wayne have got for us. This is the matchup right here. This is going to be a show.
I'm looking forward to this run.
Wayne rolls forward. Foxy gets the launch. And oh, the angle, his speed is there. Ooh. Look at Wayne right off the back bumper, as close as he can get. Utilizing that brake for sure. But look, Foxy's got the speed. Wayne is having to work to keep up with him. You see him trying to get back to him. Look at how close on the transition. Wayne all the way back, almost to the front wheels. What a run from both of these guys. We got to see that one more time.
Angle for angle.
All on that door. Perfect runs.
And what a lead from Foxy. We were talking about how great he did in qualifying, and that really goes to show you what somebody's lead run will look like. And I mean, he just absolutely brought it every bit of the way. The angle and speed were there, and he was predictable on a lead run. He wasn't all wild and crazy, which just basically cut Wayne's work out for him. He knew he had to be there, and he did everything he could. And you could see how close he was on the transitions to the rear bumper there. Man, what a show from both of these guys. As they flip sides here, we're going to see Wayne take the lead here. Alrighty. It would appear we are back. Hopefully everybody can hear us this time. Well, it looks like you guys got to see an awesome run there from Wayne and Foxy, and you guys got your vote in. You couldn't hear anything we had to say about it, but we were able to get that run in, and you guys got your votes in, got your voice heard, and it looks like, as we can see here, we'll pull our bracket up, and you will see that Wayne got the win there. There's 20 votes, so we are going to do our redemption vote. So, between Potate, Theory, and Foxy, we are going to put the vote up, and you guys decide on who it is you want to see. Pick your favorite of who you want to see move on into the redemption round here. I believe Race Control is a little confused here. They've got Malte and Kakumba are lined up here in the position where our redemption drivers are going to need to go. Not sure what's going on with that. They are backing it up now. I think they noticed what all was going on there. They just wanted to come take a look at the starting line. You know, like drag racing. They wanted to make sure it was rubbered in. But we've got our our second chance redemption shot here. The vote is in, so go put your vote up for who you want to see have another chance, and we'll take the top 2 drivers And they will go one more time and see who moves on into the contender round here.
And Alex, I think you need to get more control of that drone with flying it out of the...
This thing just goes all over the place, man. It doesn't, sometimes it doesn't know. Look, it just flies on over here like this. It doesn't know where it wants to go. Losing connection with the stream and all. It's everywhere. It's all over the place.
You may need to get a better one, man.
I might need to upgrade the drone here. I need to call on my friends at CarX and tell them to send me a firmware update for our drone.
Make sure that it doesn't lose connection mid-broadcast.
Yeah. But everybody definitely be sure to get your votes in there on who you want to see run again in the redemption round. We will get things rolling. We'll kind of curious here. I'm interested to see if it held on to that last replay. Or I guess it wouldn't have. It would have gotten the run before that. Yeah, so we won't have a replay of Foxy and Wayne's last run there, but that's all right. The vote has come down to it, and it appears Theory and Foxy are going to be our two redemption drivers here. As these guys bring their cars up to the starting line, we look around the beautiful course here at the old red ring. Yep, and that is going to be it for Potate, but what a show he put on today, man. That car was beautiful, and he threw it down. But it is on to redemption here. As Foxy and Theory are lined up, ready to rock and roll here. So we are going to see who makes it into the final slot of the contender round. They flash their lights. They say they're ready to go. Theory gets the roll. Foxy launches off. So much angle all the way out to that white line there.
That R35 with the angle kick, man, it can get out there on that white line.
Seriously, look all the way out there, but Theory is sticking right with him, makes the transition right back up to him there. Both of them holding on for a great run. Let's see that one mo again here. Everybody that's watching at home while we watch these guys absolutely crush this run here. If there are any more technical difficulties moving forward, you can always do !SLIDESTYLE in the chat and come on over and listen into the broadcast booth live on the SLIDESTYLE Discord. As we can definitely use that as a backup. We can send our game view over to Discord, and you will be able to hear us there live if we can't continue here on Twitch. We hope that doesn't happen, but it's always good to have a backup plan, and that will be ours. But as you see, Foxy and Theory absolutely just putting on a show right there. Foxy, as always, with a crazy amount of angle, but Theory was able to stick with him. And let's see how they switch it up here, what they do for their next run. As Theory rolls on.
Again, with that R35 on that lead, on that chase with all the angle, man.
So much, but of course, you know, with that S15, man, Theory is just absolutely taking off like a rocket. But you see Foxy making up the ground here, coming back to him. You can't beat the angle, but he can't beat the speed. And same as earlier, man, he just threw it in there on that last corner, gave it everything, gets it into the wall, but he had to try it, had to give it all it had. So we will.
As bad as I did. I sent it in the wall.
Right, you threw it in there earlier, man.
About that, did you damage your car any?
A little bit, but not as bad as the one time I didn't practice by myself running to that pole.
No kidding.
You remember?
I remember that.
Yeah,
Man,
I still haven't fixed my BMW from the time I ran into a pole against Kakumba.
Oh yeah, wave down LA block over there.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see who
Good
makes
times.
the redemption here. Is who had the run. As we get the votes coming this way, as we find out who is going to make it. On over into the next round here. Make sure you get your votes in and let us know who you want to see making it into the contender round. As we take a look at the beautiful sights of the Red Ring facility here.
While we're on the subject, how terrible did I do my run?
Oh, it was awesome, dude. We enjoyed it, man.
It was.
It was a
It
great
wasn't
run.
terrible at all.
Oh, we enjoyed watching it. You did a good job doing your best to hold on there. But you were up against some pretty tough competition. 100%.
Yeah. As I said, I know my limitations, so I tried.
Oh, you did.
So, yeah.
Did a great job, man. It was fun to watch. And we've got looks like we've got Theory taking the win. And is going to move on into the contender round.
Once again, S15 is dominating the final rounds. Only Kakumba is the odd one out.
Interesting. Well, we're going to see what Kakumba has got for us here as Malte's game is yet again having some fun at our expense, but he is back in the server here and he will make his way up to the start line here. As we pop back over to our drone view. And we will
And hope to God that it doesn't disconnect again as you fly away too far.
Flying way up here as we make our way over, and we see on track at this time we've got Malte and Kakumba, our first of our two semifinal contender rounds here, and we will see what these guys have got for us.
And I officially finished the hot dog.
Finally got that hot dog. Babysitting that hot dog. Here comes Kakumba rolling forward. Malte takes off with the launch here. What an entry into the first turn. Kakumba has to get on the brakes to stay off the back of him. Does make a little contact there with Malte, but it's only seemed to clip the rear bumper. Didn't affect his angle any. But it gives Malte the chance to run away here. Will Kakumba be able to catch back up to him? As Malte takes that S15 speed, takes the inside line. He knew he was getting away from Kakumba there. And took advantage of that fact. As we watch it one more time here. We might have to have a no S15 rule here in the future, man. You can't keep up with these rocket ships. You see Kakumba there definitely just barely touched that back bumper there. It did not affect the Malte's angular run at all. So we're gonna call that one a racing deal. And Kakumba did his absolute best after that to catch back up, but that S15 speed is hard to deal with. So we will see what happens on the flip side here when Kakumba is in the lead. And Malte is going for the chase. They get a good launch here. Kakumba whips it out. You know he's got all the angle all day long. We'll see if Malte is able to match it. Man. Malte got all the way into the door there. He got in a little hot. He's going to have to catch back up. He's on an awkward angle, but the control that he has, he's able to just jump right back in without missing a beat. It's like stumbling during a ballroom dance. He's able to just jump right back up like it never happened. It's a beautiful thing right there. And we're going to see it one more time.
For sure.
There was no contact there, right?
I'm not sure. Well, we got the replay up here, so we'll see what happened. It was real close, but I don't think he got to him. I think he slowed down in time. They both got so much angle into the first corner. Kakumba had to back it up there. Oh, this is back to the first replay. What happened with that? I guess we don't get to see it again. Why is it showing the first replay? Let's see if I can...
Again, that drone, man.
Get it to cooperate.
You need to get a better one.
Yeah, this drone is no good here.
I'll send you a few links to a couple better ones if you want.
Let's see if let's try one more time here. Nope, that's still Kakumba on the chase. Well, apparently we're not allowed to see it again. Not sure what the situation is there, but you guys saw it. Let us know what you think about the run. Let us know who you think should move on and be the finalists here. Make it to the showdown in round 4 of Slide Style here at Red Ring. As we look at the almost twin cars here, the monochrome style S15s. Same body kit, same everything, man. Look at these machines here. But they are looking
Beautiful
good and
cars.
looking ready to rock and roll 100%.
Again, I'm American muscle, American made kind of guy, but the Nissans and S15s and the S chassis always have a place in my heart.
Oh, every time. They are what it's all about, especially with drifting. They've always got the special place for everybody that's loves them a little bit of drift racing. We'll see what we got here. It's coming down to it here, but I think Malte is going to be making yet another appearance in the finals here.
And
Hope his
with that,
game
we
can
are
hold
all
out for us
yes.
one more time. But yep, he does. Malte takes it, is headed on to the final, so we will see who it is between Wayne and Theory. And will we have a chance at a first-time winner in Theory, or will we be going for a two-time winner between either Wayne or Malte? We're going to see
sometimes
what
it's
it
too
is.
close to call.
Absolutely, it's going to be interesting. Interesting
pressure,
for
Wayne.
sure, but we come on over here. We got Wayne, we got Theory. We're going to see what they've got for us. Both cars look the same, but their driving styles are pretty different. And that's going to be on display here. Theory rolls first. Wayne just on that outside line through the first turn. Gets all the way out to the outside of the second turn as well. He's just going to hit the outside of all the turns. And Theory's trying to keep up with him. He is matching the angle. But now who's going to run away? There is no S15 speed advantage because they both got it. And they both match each other perfectly. Theory just rips it down into that last corner to catch back to him there. Great work by him making it happen. Hopefully we get the replay of it this time around. We do not.
You're not kidding. These cars, you'll probably be seeing very close runs.
We do not get the replay this time around. I can't really check into it. Let me take a quick look here. I mean, everything is as set up as it can be. I'm not sure what quite the situation is regarding that.
Dang, I may need to run back to my house. I mean, it's just over the hill, and grab my drone and
Yeah, it
loan
was
it
something,
to
man.
you.
I'm not sure. We'd have to get it all connected up here. Well, either way, we'll keep the run in your memory bank. I guess we're not going to have replays going forward here, but we're going to have Wayne and Theory getting ready to throw it down here on their flip side run, and we're going to see what we've got. As they flash their lights at each other, Wayne says, "I'm ready to go. Let's do this." Theory whips it out there. These two twin machines bringing the heat, bringing the angle. Look at how close, trying to get that door there. Theory has got so much angle. Wayne's trying to match it. He can't get out there, though, and has to slow it up. Tracing each other's tire tracks all the way through the S-bend here. Getting into the wall a little bit there. They gave it everything it had. We'll make another attempt here. Does the replay want to cooperate this time around? It does not. Now we just have a black screen. We don't have a replay at all.
You may have to contact the maker of your drone.
Yeah,
I don't know who it is, but
100%. But it's we're gonna get the votes in here and see who we think's got it. Moving forward and going into the finals, is it gonna be a chance for a first-time winner in theory, or is it gonna be the first ever two-time slide style champion in Wayne or Malte? Got about a minute left on the vote here as we see the commentary squad here hanging out. DK with the Mustang down here. Jay with that cool looking Corolla there. It's a mean machine. And of course Akuza with the ride you saw earlier competing here tonight.
I can't give all credits to myself with this Mustang. I mean, I tuned it a little bit, but Jay absolutely killed it with this wrap. He designed it and got some guys he knows to put it on the car.
Looks some kind of cool, man. The tire killer. Love it. Got a little bit of time left on the vote here. It's coming down to it. Make sure you get your votes in. And we'll see who makes their way on to the final. We'll see there's a little Alex machine hiding around back. See, I parked around back under my tent here. See the ride hanging out here. Somebody's sitting in my car. I'm not sure who that is in the driver's seat. They've got their helmet on. I guess they're getting ready for their call to race, but yeah, I'm not going to be participating in the event this evening. But it looks
my
like
windows are too dark to see if anybody's in my car.
It looks like Wayne is going to be taking it, and it is going to be a showdown between Wayne and Malte to see who is going to have the first ever two-time winning slide style bragging rights to their name.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
I was about to say the same thing. This one is going to be one for the books.
Right here.
If you didn't get your Mr. Tree nachos, you missed an opportunity.
Yep, well, here it comes right here. We're going to bring it to you live right now. The finals of round 4. It is Wayne, it is Malte. Let's see what they've got here. Taking a different line. There's a pass there, a crossover. Wayne takes the lead. Is Malte going to get back in front of him? He does. He makes the pass back underneath. The crossover move is there. Does he make it clear through the end? They don't hit the wall. What was that?
What in the world was
Why
that
does
run?
the replay have to not work right now? What?
It seems like Wayne had a little bit too much speed going into that second turn. Or
Replay,
third turn,
work with me. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. I mean, they just the starting out, he carried so much speed over, he crossed over the position, and Malte said, I don't think so, sir. This is my lead run. Drives it back up underneath, and I think Wayne saw him coming and said, yeah, I think I'm going to let you slide back into your spot here, because Malte was going to take it from him whether he wanted it or not. What was that? Well, they are going to flip it up here. Well, let's see what we've got here. They fire it off. Malte rolls. Wayne is on the lead this time. Let's see if he holds that position. Oh, a little contact on the bumper there, but they both hold it together. What a close transition. They do the same thing again. Malte jumped to the inside and said, I'm going to take that spot. Does Wayne do the same thing to get back up under him? He throws it in there. He gets on the handbrake. Malte he didn't look like he wanted to give that one up, but he does. And they... That one looked like it was a little bit more hard fought than the first time around. I think Wayne let him have the spot back the first time, but Malte stole that one. He drove it back into that corner, locked both front and rear brakes up to get the car slowed down. What a show right there.
God, I don't know about y'all, but I would call that too close to call.
I have no idea what that's going to be.
That is
one more
insane.
Get your votes in the chat, and like we said, man, 20% on the votes. If they're mathematically close enough, we will get the one more time call. Look at this, man. We call it the showdown round, and a showdown it was. Good grief, boys.
That was insane.
It looked like both of their chase runs on that third corner, they had a little bit too much speed and said, screw it all, I'm just going
for it. Exactly.
Damn.
In the midst of 2 runs, we got 4 overtakes.
Oh my God, man. That was so awesome.
That was insane.
And I didn't have a replay for none of it. You only get to see it once here. You only get to see it once here at SLIDESTYLE.
I wouldn't expect less from the two, what would you call it? Defending champions, I'd say.
The champions here in SLIDESTYLE.
If this doesn't go to it one more time, I'm going to be disappointed.
It's close to it.
Get your votes in.
Yep, don't hold your votes out for the last second here.
We went to was the cleanest between all the skullfuckery bullshit.
That was insanity, man. You're all good, buddy. That's a great way to describe it. That was just, I don't even know. And it's right now, it's looking like it's gonna happen.
That was just 2 insane runs.
Yes, sir. We've got, Wayne edged it out by one single vote, but that is within 20%. That does make it a one more time. These guys are going to do it again, man. So Malte is going to jump back on the lead here, and everything else is broken. I'm tired of hiding the game UI. So there we go. These guys do a little bit of burnout box action here. They're going to line it up here.
I do have to say, is this the first one more time? Or?
It is the first finals one more time that we have done with SLIDESTYLE. So it is going to be a show for sure. And hopefully, I just tweaked on the replay a little bit, so we'll hope and see we get something. But here we go. Malte on the lead. Wayne is going to roll first, and we're going to see these guys do it again. Let's see if I wonder if this time they don't try to do the passes on purpose or if they just do a straight up run.
I don't know. I think they're going to do it straight up.
No, he tries to do it. He almost didn't get it. They're going to keep it going. But Malte is he there for the crossover? He is that time. He gets back in there. These guys are good, man. I think after that first run, they kind of said, hey, we can do something with this.
And
Wayne with the little 360 there. Come on, replay, please. Please let us see that one more. Damn, man. Come on, son.
Why are they doing this stuff?
Why have they got to do it when we got no replay?
Just let it happen.
Oh,
man.
All right, well, here we go. This is it right here. Even if it comes down to one vote, this is going to be the one right here. Wayne, Malte. Wayne is on the lead. Malte rolls out. Let's see what they've got. I think we know what we're going to see here. They touch again. They do it every time. It's almost like this is the replay of the first run. And Wayne does. Yep, Wayne let him go there. Yep, Wayne let him go ahead. Said, let's do it again. And he slings it in. Now let's see if he can hold on to it here. Malte gets right back to the door as they bring it through the final corner. I don't know how y'all are going to make a call on this one.
God almighty.
That is...
These guys are just too good.
They're not done. They're not done.
They're still going. The boys are still going.
I honestly
doing this to me.
I honestly think they need to be nerfed and need to be put in like a golf or something.
I'm telling you,
like,
we got to do something
slower.
Because these guys, man, this is just it. This is just too much.
That is ridiculous.
Well, here comes the vote. Well, we couldn't get the replay, so we did it one more time, and they both did it again, and that is what we want to see. And who do you guys think did the better performance of the two? I guess we're going to go on angle, speed, control, you name it. Who do you guys think is going to come away with it?
Overtake smoothness?
Yeah, exactly. Who had the smoothest passes? And it's going to come down to who is the first ever two-time slide style event champion, which means we are going to have to utilize points going into the final event in December, which also means I need to get to work. Not only do I need to get to work figuring out what's happened with these replays, but I got to figure out what's happening with the point system. We got to make that happen. We have a point system, it just hasn't been automated yet. We got to make that happen, but the voting is looking pretty decisive unless some people are holding out on us here. But that is what it's all about right there. That is why we do slide style. That is what this is. What this means to us, man, is everything right there. That's what we're all here for. What a show by these guys, man. We're all winners in this one, no matter
Absolutely.
what.
That was ridiculous.
I wouldn't expect less from these two right here.
Seriously, man, it's so good, so good. But it is coming down to it right now, and it is looking like the first ever two-time slide style winner is gonna be Wayne. He's gonna take it away
with
the black and white machine. It's like Spy versus Spy right here, but 20 votes to your boy Wayne right here as he burns it down.
Monochrome finale.
Some victory donuts here. They're gonna run them together.
I don't know if it'd be cool with race control or you, Alex, but what do you say me and Jay get out there and burn it down just a little bit, maybe one or two runs?
If y'all want to do a lead and a chase run real quick. Where did these guys go? Look, they're going again. They're taking a victory lap. Let's see if I can't chase them down here with this old drone.
While they're running it out, Jay, what do you say?
Y'all jump on out there.
Give it
All right,
a go.
I'll meet you down at the cars.
Man, these guys absolutely slayed it this evening. Well, while we're having some fun victory laps and having some good times here, we're going to show you guys when the next slide style event is going to be. May 6th is when, well, the first of the month is when we open registration, but we just kind of put it on there with the May 6th because that's the first open practice. Everybody can jump in and get signed up for qualifying, but we're going to open the qualifying sign-ups on the first of the month. They'll be in the Discord, !slide style for information on that. 13th is going to be another open practice. The 19th is when we're going to close down sign-ups, and we're going to have practice for qualifying, and then our qualifying event is going to be on the 23rd. I believe it's a Monday. We had some scheduling conflicts and things, so the 23rd is when we're going to run our qualifying event, and then the final practice is going to be on the next Thursday. After that is the 26th at 8. Here these guys go tearing it up. And then on May 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Mondello Park Event Finals is what is coming your way next.
You'll get to have a competition for your birthday, baby.
That is correct. Yes, I will. And that is the voice of Charlie, our race control director. She did a great job keeping everything running nice and smoothly this event. And we love and appreciate her for everything she does. Let's get a little love over there in the chat for Charlie and everything she does, and for Wayne with his victory, our commentary team here that's burning everything down. Tonight was an awesome, awesome fun time. Always love a little slide style competitive action. Never get tired of it. But it was definitely a fun time tonight. And I've got to give a quick special shout out there, both to Potate and to Kale. As we were drifting, sliding along here, doing our thing, these guys came through and they gifted some subs out to our community. Much love to those guys for the support. And we love the support from everybody that comes out. You guys vote and enjoy the show with us here. We have so much fun doing these events. And we can't wait to bring you the next one next month at Mondello Park. You saw all the dates there. ! Slide Style will get you the link over to the Slide Style Discord. Even if you don't want to participate and drive in the events, you can always come check it out. Find out what the schedule is, what the events are running. What have we got here? Is this the night? Pirates Pub. My man has got a bar right here. Look at that. Whiskey, scotch, rum, 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. That's what I'm talking about. My man has pulled up the mobile bar right here at the start line. These guys are going to celebrate it up. They're going to do it right. And on that note,
oh my God, I'm gonna have to run over there real.
DK said yes, sir.
It's too long.
Well, on that note, we're gonna celebrate it out here. There is your event winner, Wayne, the first ever 2-time Slide Style champion, and he is the winner of a $40 game card. I believe it's gonna be a PlayStation Network for our boy Wayne. And we appreciate everyone's love and support for coming out for Slide Style. I thank everyone for bearing with us through all the technical difficulties this evening. I'm going to try to scrape a video together and post it on YouTube. I have a feeling this VOD got way too chopped up for Twitch, so we'll be posting the links to the Slide Style YouTube page over in both the Alex on Your Screen Discord and the Slide Style Discord, just to make sure everybody can see. And maybe I'll be able to somehow come up with a way to do a replay after the fact. Not sure. We'll see if we can fix all that stuff and get it posted for you guys. But from everybody here in Team Slide Style and all the drivers as well, we appreciate everyone for your support. Thank you so much for coming out, for voting, and having a good time. We will see you guys all next month as we hang out at Mondello Park. But until next time, I have been Alex. I've been in your ears. Slide Style has been on your screen, and I've been here with DK, Jay, Akuza, and Charlie has been on race control. We love all you guys.
Hey.
Everybody be safe out there, and come hang out here in just a little while. We're going to do a little Alex on Your Screen action, and we're going to figure out the line for Mondello Park and get everybody's input on that and have a good little old time. But until next time, everybody stay safe. This has been Slide Style, and we will see everybody next month.
Goodbye.